Fox News Alert now. More than 50 wildfires are burning throughout the state of Texas, destroying homes and forcing thousands to evacuate.
Joining us right now from the state capital of Texas, Austin, is the governor of that state. He's also running for president, Governor Rick Perry. Good morning to you, Governor.
Good morning to you.
Governor, I know you have seen a lot of big fires out there, but I understand in reading one of the press accounts, as you flew over it yesterday, you said there's something different about this one.
Yeah, it's a very mean-looking fire. Partly is its location right up into the city limits of Bastrop. It was in some of the residential areas. That's 28 miles just to the east of Austin. We've had fires right in Steiner Ranch, where I'm standing now. I think it's some 25 homes lost in that residential area. Over 1,000 homes have been destroyed in Texas since this last round of fires. 3.6 million acres burned across this state since fire season started in December. So it is serious, it's widespread, and we got a lot of resources from across the country coming in, and we really appreciate those firefighters from as far away as Oregon and California coming in to assist our citizens.
I mean, the scary fact of the matter is, Governor, that right now it's 0% contained. Is that what you're hearing?
Right, that's the same as we're hearing. Now, the good news is, if there is any good news, is the weather has given us a bit of a break. The wind has died down from yesterday. The temperature is down in the 60s, which is quite a change for us over the course of the last couple of weeks. So those firefighters are not seeing triple-digit figures that they're having to face, as well as these fires. So hopefully today we can get a handle on it, get some containment. We got a lot of equipment coming in from across the country, including a major tanker, a DC-10, coming in out of California. So hopefully before the end of the day, we'll have these fires contained in some partial containment.
Governor, I know that you were supposed to speak at the Jim DeMint conference yesterday. You said, I got to go handle these fires. It made me think, how much, as governor running for president, how much of your responsibilities now have you delegated to others so you can compete against Mitt Romney and Michelle Bachmann for the GOP nomination?
Well, one of the great things about Texas is over the last decade, I've had some really wonderful people to work with. Lieutenant Governor, who knows his business very well. Emergency management team that is as good as there is in the country. So no matter where I am, we are in constant contact and managing these events. You know, we have competing hurricanes from time to time. When we had Katrina followed by Ike, we have tornadoes, wildfires, floods. Texas has a lot of natural disasters that we have to deal with. So multitasking is nothing new to us.
Speaking of competing, Governor, Mitt Romney, who once upon a time was the governor of the great state of Massachusetts, he's coming out with his jobs plan later on today that features 59 specific proposals and 10 concrete actions he would take on the first day. People, currently you're the front runner in a lot of polls on the Republican side. Where's your jobs plan?
Well, the 50 things that I'm focused on right now are the number of fires in the state of Texas. So there's plenty of time to lay out ideas about job creation, which we do on a regular basis here in the state of Texas. But that's secondary, obviously, to the getting these fires taken care of.
So I can assume that a plan will be coming shortly thereafter your crisis there in Texas. The president, of course, is going to be outlining his plan on Thursday night. In the meantime, your main opponent on the Republican side, Mitt Romney, has called you a career politician. It seems that this is the way it's going to go down to the wire here, Governor, is that you're both governors, but you have been in politics longer, so you're going to take the hit for that. What's your comeback?
Well, I'm working my day job right now, and I'll be real honest with you. I'm not paying any attention to what the critics may say. I'm more interested in what these people out here whose lives are in jeopardy and whose homes are being impacted. Possessions and homes are important, but they're not as important as people's lives. So one of the things we're wanting to do is tell people, listen, stay out of the outdoors if you're having any activities that can cause a fire. And when the evacuation order comes, listen, it could be your life.
Sure.
And that's great. And especially Texas, we're very fortunate to have a lot of people who watch this show in particular in Texas, and we know how important you are to them. But just looking at the big picture for a second, it's hard for us to take our eyes off this, even though it was Labor Day and a day off for most of America, not for Jimmy Hoffa. He had a chance to tell everybody what his strategy was going forward for his Teamsters. Listen.
And we keep the eye on the prize. Let's take these son of a out and give America back to America where we belong. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Governor, I know you're focused on the wildfires, but when someone says something like that, do you say that's appropriate, inappropriate, par for the course? What's your reaction?
Well, you wouldn't be bleeping if it was appropriate. The bottom line is the people I'm more interested in are out here on these fire lines. I mean, they're hard-working men and women. There's probably union firefighters out there, and God bless them for helping save Texas lives and Texas homes.
Yeah.
I bet when you get done with that crisis, you'll have a message for Jimmy Hoffa, and we'll have you back on the show to see what you have to say about that, Governor, because I know you're going to have something to say about it when you're done there in Texas. Thanks so much for your time this morning, and we'll all be thinking about the hard work that's going on there.
Yes. Keep our folks in your prayers and your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Thank you.